Life for the United States military personnel in the 1940s underwent a transformation, moving from the routine challenges of training to the relentless pressures of wartime combat. With the country plunged into the Second World War, many servicemen found themselves far from home, surrounded by unfamiliar landscapes and facing the daily uncertainty of warfare. But even in these challenging circumstances, moments of camaraderie, recreation, and the pursuit of leisure were integral to the men's experience. The balance between the harshness of war and the fleeting moments of respite provided them a mental and emotional escape, a sense of connection, and even a taste of normality amid the chaos. In the downtime between active duty, deployments, and the rigorous demands of military life, servicemen found solace in various activities. Hanging out with buddies was more than just a pastime. It was a way to build bonds that went beyond mere friendship. On naval ships or in foreign locales, the relationships forged were ones of deep trust and understanding, offering a support system that provided comfort and connection. In this context, the United Service Organizations, or USO, played an indispensable role in making those connections and comforts possible. Founded in 1941, the USO's purpose was to provide morale and recreation services to uniformed military personnel. By setting up over 3,000 clubs, often strategically located close to military bases, the USO provided a home away from home. One can imagine a young soldier, weary and homesick, entering a USO club for the first time. The warm smiles, the inviting atmosphere, and the familiar tunes playing on a distant record player would instantly bridge the distance between the battlefront and home. A dance with a local girl, a heartfelt letter written on USO provided stationery, or a hot meal served with care were simple yet profound connections to a world left behind. The USO's dances, in particular, were more than mere social gatherings. They offered a connection to the normalcy of civilian life. The laughter, music, and dancing provided a respite from the strains of war, a chance to unwind, and a taste of the joyful life that awaited back home. USO entertainers added a touch of glitz and excitement to the lives of the servicemen. The likes of Bob Hope, Bing Crosby, and the Andrews sisters, figures known and loved, traveling to distant and sometimes dangerous places, symbolized a nation's gratitude and a shared sense of purpose. The laughter and music they brought were not mere diversions but reminders of a shared culture and values. But the services provided by the USO were not limited to entertainment alone. Writing supplies for penning letters home, hot meals, and various amenities were all part of the holistic care they provided. The USO was not just an organization. It was a lifeline, a touchstone, a vital connection to a life that many soldiers feared they might never return to. The purpose behind the USO was not merely to entertain but to humanize, to remind the men that they were not forgotten, that their sacrifices were recognized, and that their nation was with them, even in the most challenging of times. The life of U.S. military men during the 1940s was a complex interplay between duty and leisure, camaraderie and solitude, conflict and recreation. The moments of respite, the connections formed, and the services provided by organizations like the USO helped sustain the soldier's spirit, fostering a sense of unity and purpose that transcended the battlefields. The USO stood as a symbol of a nation's commitment, not only to win a war but to care for those who were fighting it. It was a time that showcased the resilience of the human spirit, finding joy in connection even in the most demanding of circumstances.
the boys, food for two. And all the boys, food for two.
Much obliged you hopped on board for this snazzy trip through American life in the 1940s and 1950s, all captured through nifty vintage photographs. If this flick's got your motor running, don't be a square. Click on that jolly bucket of bolts to subscribe to the channel for more top drawer content just like this.